What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for another episode of Mountain Blade Warband. A merry hi-do to everybody. In the last episode, we had spent our time doing a little bit of clerical work, just a little bit of the old runaround in between battles. It appears as though Rhodox is pretty much done with their main offensive, and oh my god, what has happened to the map right now? Hold on, let me do that. Okay, there we go. So everything is back where it needs to be now. Let's head back to our own territory. I went up to Ikamer because I was doing my ransom run. I had to sell everybody off, and we're now back up to 20,000 dinars, which is always nice. And we need to think about... well, there's a couple things. I would like to go around taking some more castles, believe you me. If there was one thing I could like more of, it's more castles. However, at this point, we find ourselves at a little bit of a lull in the overall battle. Oh good, our oil works is producing. In the last episode, we made an oil works, just so you know. We're at 20,000 dinars right now, and I think it's going to be in our best interest to maybe create a new productive enterprise. Swati has declared war against Nords. Okay, so that's going to buy us a little bit of space from Swati as well. I know a lot of the lords down here don't like me, so I'm going to try and be very careful when I go to Ikamer. Let's go talk to... it says they're indifferent, so it should be alright. Let's take a walk around the streets. I don't even think I've ever been to Ikamer. Let's have a look. Well... having never been here before, this is going to be a little bit of a search for the Guildmaster, but I think I see him already. Let's go on up the stairs. And I don't know what we're going to set up right here. I don't even know what their exports are. I know they have spices or something here. Let's find out. We can do an oil press, so it's 148. No. What about a linenery? I don't even know what it's called. A weavery? There we go, a weavery. I like linenery better. I think that sounds more fun, but whatever. I would way rather work at a linenery. On the other hand, we could also do velvet. Velvet is going to be 646 dinars a week. Yeah, here's the money. Let's just do that. I don't think we're going to find anything else that's going to do a higher profit than 646 a week. That's a lot of money. Let's get ourselves on out of here. And that should put us back into the thousands per turn. We need to capture a few more buildings, though, to really make this work. Had we still Destural, we would be pretty strongly aligned with a good financial future. We've got some upgrading to do, so let's do that. Artimener has managed to level up one more time. And what was Artimener working on? Let's make sure that I'm giving him the proper skills. Trade, engineer, surgery, and tactics. Okay. Well then, I suppose we'll continue trying to work in his... let's see, there we go. Working a little bit more pointage into his tactics and also into maybe... he's already got wound treatment there. Maybe a little bit more into engineering. We'll also go a little bit more into tactics while we wait for him to hit 18 so that he can go into surgery 6. I'm also going to give him some more one-handed skill because being good at something is important in this game. Being able to swing that sword super fast gives you that extra speed bonus so that you can whack people quicker. Now then... a few more upgrades to be done. 15 trained Nord footmen all ready to become Huskarls someday. They look at the sky singing fancy Disney songs about the day they will be a Huskarl. I should totally record one of those. I have a recording studio at my house. I should record a song called Someday I'll Be a Huskarl. It might be humorous. I don't know. I've been thinking of branching off into musical endeavors on YouTube, but then again, it's not what I got in it for, so maybe not. Peshmir, you all done? No, 6 days for the Watchtower. We can do one Kyrgyz tribesman, whatever. We don't want to do them right now. Let's go off to the west and see if we can't find any unfortunate Rhodakian lords to make pay for the fact that we got sacked a little bit ago. So far, so good. I don't see anybody that's out here cruising for a bruising. Worst case scenario is we could just raid. Look at my reports. Honor rating's 9. Yeah, let's go raid this little city one more time. There's nobody in the castle, right? Oh, Klargus is in there. And Klargus is kind of a badass. He's the one that raised our land to the ground. I think he's got... let's see. He's got 78 sharpshooters with him. A little scary. I don't know if I want to raid his town anymore. At least give myself a little bit of berth before I do it. There we go. I think we'll get away with this one before anybody can reinforce it. And if we don't, we'll live with the consequences because that's life. Nee, nee, nee. Come on, hurry it up. Hurry it up. They're coming. Loot faster, my friends. I think we've got enough food for right now to where leaving some of this stuff behind isn't going to kill us in the long run. Let's biggity bounce to the outs on out of here. Sultan Hakim wants us to go hang out at Asugan Castle. Nah, I don't really want to hang out there. I don't like it. It smells funny. It's next to the paper mill. Not a place that I like to frequent. If you wanted to put the emphasis on the wrong syllable for whatever reason, I don't know why you might want to do that, but I felt like it, so I threw it out there. Let's unload some of these goodies to get ourselves a bit more cash and make more profitable enterprises, because that is what we are in this for in this episode. Little bit of cash to be made here. Oh, we got some extra. I need to get rid of those. Yeah, buddy. A little bit more money there. Horse merchant. We could get a spirited... What is that? Oh, my. Speed of 42. That is the fanciest horse I have ever seen. He's got really good armor, too. He's 16,000 dinars, though. God. He's so expensive. Is it like Seabiscuit's uncle? God. Let's sell off that stuff, and I guess we're going to hold on to the remainder of the food since we tend to eat our way through it anyways. I need to work on my inventory space. I haven't leveled up recently, though, but I really, really, really need my inventory management to be better. Should probably get on that. Give myself a bit more space for the plunder. I don't know who... Let's look at our reports for a moment. Let's get a feel for... We're definitely at war with Rhodox. They're not happy with us right now. However, who is Rhodox at war with that might be keeping us from doing anything else? So they have no outstanding issues with Swadia. Oh, they made peace with everybody but us. To regain lost territory. What? They've taken our territory. How are they going to regain lost territory when they're taking all of ours? Sometimes the justifications for war in this really do kind of seem like a formality where nobody really thought them out. Oh, there's somebody. Count Kleiss. Let's go fight with Count Kleiss. We haven't done any battles in this episode, and I need to get my fight on. I need to get out here and get husky with some of these guys. I need to see the throng. A few more Vagier archers in there. Always make sure you're upgraded before you go in. That's a giant, huge mistake. I almost said a huge mistake, but I don't even know what that word means. A giant, huge mistake by not upgrading, and I do it all the time, too. I do it almost subconsciously, just running into battle trying to sabotage myself by not getting my units leveled up. I think we should be okay in this battle. I mean, it said he had a lot of knights. And I'm just going to set up here because I get a distinct inkling that he's probably going to come at us pretty hard. Across, like, flat ground, the cavalry don't tend to hold back. It does look like we're not getting notifications anymore either. It could be in our best interest to have everybody set up on this side, but I don't know if they'll make it in time. It looks like they're just sitting there, so maybe I'll try it. Send my infantry back around that way. He does have a lot of horsemen. This could be it. Probably should have counted a little better. It looks like he's got a lot of cavalry. Luckily, so do we, so this should work out. I'm going to try and buy myself some time by signaling the cavalry charge right now. They're close enough to where I'm getting worried that, yeah, they're going to signal it. Okay, let's get this thing on. I have no battle notifications one more time, which the game seems to like to drop my battle notifications every now and again. Hopefully we're not getting wiped out to the man here. I do notice a lot of spearmen up in here, which could create a major, major contingency for us. But we do what we can. Let's get in here and cause some mayhem. Oh, and he got couched before I could get there. And not in the fun way, not like in the Saturday morning way of being couched. I think I've made that joke before, but whatever, I'm gonna make it again, because I can! Yeah, you thought you were gonna get away with that, pal. Are my archers okay? I want to make sure that all my sharpshooters remain intact. They do a lot of damage. If you had to quantify the amount of kills, I would bet that it's going to be heavily distributed. It's going to be leaning. It's going to be... Oh, hold on. Hold my breath one more time. My suspicion is that the statistical graph would be strongly leaning to the side of my sharpshooters. It seems like they do a lot of damage every single battle. In fact, I can't wait for the time when we're no longer at war with Rhodox so I can recruit more of them. I'm also thankful for the fact that I haven't been the target of all these guys' ire right now. Almost got couched by my own man. That's not cool. Wish this game had more blood and gore. I really do wish that there were moments in this game where it would just be like spray. I bet there's mods. I remember there being like a decapitation mod and like some dismemberment mods and things. I don't know. I like highly violent games. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you reasonably why I do like them, but I do. Deep down, it just makes it better for me, and I'm not sure why. It might be a sadistic reason. Deep down in my tummy bits. Not sure though. I don't see any cheering going on. I feel like I probably lost a lot of infantry on that one. Although it didn't deploy a lot of my infantry, so who knows. 9 killed. Let's do a quick. So we lost some veteran horse archers. That's okay. We lost 4 Mamluks. That's not okay. Lost Kyrgyz lancers. Yeah, nobody cares about those. 1 Huskarl. Not terrible. Could be worse. Guess what, Kleiss? You're my prisoner. Sucks to be you. Get in line. We are going to take his infantry. I don't want his tribesmen, though. They're worthless. We're going to take his knights and his men-at-arms. Ooh, he had a pretty high-tier force. I guess I'll take them just because I can right now. A 47 armor guard helmet. That's rare. A pretty beefy bastard sword, too. A heavy bastard sword. Does 37 cutting, but it cuts in... What they don't tell you is it cuts that by a third if you're wielding it in one hand. That's one of those undeclared things that they don't tell you behind the scenes. I do, however, like Morning Stars. It's unbalanced, though. Never mind, I'm just going to leave it where it's at. A level up! A mighty, mighty level up. I was saying there was something that I was going to put in here, and I believe it was Trainer. We need to start focusing on getting Trainer leveled up a little bit better so that we can raise low-tier armies into high-tier armies much more rapidly. I also said that inventory management was something that I wanted, so there's the points right there. That should afford us, what, 12 more slots for gear? That's going to be nice. Since we're fielding larger forces right now, we're eating up a lot more space with food than we normally would be. So that little bit of extra space is going to afford us, well, it's going to allow us to carry around more loot. There's nothing more to say to it than that. I'm trying to make it more flowery than it needs to be. We gets more loot, son. There we go. That's how I'm going to say it. This point, where I'd like to go, let's hit up Peshmi and we'll replace a couple of our troops with Kyrgyz. Just because I feel like they've been doing okay on the skirmishing line. I'd like to convert a few more horse archers in. I wasn't disappointed with their performance in the last little bit, so we'll go with them. 10 Kyrgyz tribesmen. Let's throw them in line. That's all that we needed. Other things that we need to pay attention to for now. Let's maybe help rebuild Peshmi. We still haven't maxed out them. They're highly loyal, but getting them even more loyal would be nice. 1 day left on the Watchtower. I would guarantee they're probably going to give us a string of like 3 quests to do right here, so let's get them out of the way. Okay, so they want us to teach them how to fight again, so let's do that. It's time to wear our brassiere of training. I was going to say our two-way of training because it was alliterative, but, you know, whatever. I didn't want to get too PG-13. Her head appears to be awfully segmented from her body. It's one of those strange things that I noticed a little bit ago. The more you play this game, the more little things you notice, and the heads are definitely, like, not part of the body. They're sort of aside... Ooh, 3 of them. 3v1 might be a little bit of a nasty fight here. I think I can outrun a lot of them, but... Ooh, got him. And down he goes. We did go 3v1. I'm always a little skeptical about my ability to handle those larger fights, but hey, as long as it gets it done. I think like one more round of this. The one nice thing is that if you're training multiples at the same time, it should go quicker, as I recall. We even got ourselves a polearm level. And there it is. So yeah, it does go a little bit quicker if you can train them faster. I'm just going to have everybody lump up over here because I feel like I'm going to lose all of my cavalry if I don't. You pull the cavalry back to follow me, and we'll figure out how we want to do this thing. They really like to come around that way. Okay, well, it's a little bit outside the plan, but, you know, sometimes things don't go the way you want, and you just gotta kind of live with it. In fact, I found that that's like a majority of life. I've always told people that, like, if I ever have kids, I think I'm gonna focus on just, like, teaching them life's not fair. Because if you can just repeat that on, like, a daily basis, life not fair, I think it sets you up at a good point to where you just don't get, like, down about dumb stuff anymore in life. You're just like, yeah, well, you know, things happen. You shot me on accident, man. You can at least shoot me intentionally. I thought I was your one and only. I thought we were friends like that, man. I thought this was going places. I thought there was going to be long walks on the beach, and then you shoot me on accident. I find out you were actually trying to shoot somebody else. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel if you were just kind of an accidental casualty? It makes me feel pretty terrible, so I would hope it would make you feel pretty terrible. Sigh, some people. Is that a free chicken? What? Free chicken? I'm starving right now. I could totally go for some free chicken, some ale out of a wooden mug, although I bet that would taste weird. The battle is thusly concluded. Lost one horse archer. And, of course, I'm going to allow them to keep their stuff because I like them like that. Let's go to the village center, and let's see if he's got anything else for us. Sometimes they chain these quests together. I think it helps them be better at what they do. I don't know. It might raise the... Yeah, they need more cattle, so let's go get 8 heads of cattle. We've got a little bit of extra money anyways, so it shouldn't be too much of a downer. I usually get it from... Let's get it from a mashkey since it's controlled by our side. I don't know if the game keeps track of the amount of money you spend in a village, but I don't want to give money to the Vaegirs because they're probably going to be our enemy pretty soon. I would guess that we're going to go to war with them after we get done with Rhodoks. Who's this guy? A townsman. That's his official title. If you look on his IRS tax statement, it says townsman. We need to buy some cattle, and we only need 8 this time. So I was going to go 4 plus 4, but I think I'm going to move it around a little bit, and I think I'm going to go 3 plus 5, just because I like to mix it up. Every now and again, you never know. So we'll go 3 right there. We've got our 8 cows. Moo-moo's accomplished. Let us drive them towards Peshmi. Don't moo at me like that. That's 1 letter away from booing, and I just won't be talked to in that tone of voice, cow. I won't take it. Oh, we've lost our cattle. We had 1 job. Hey, they went there on their own. Hooray for trained cattle, I guess. The populace is devoted to me. That sounds amazing. They're like writing me Valentine's cards. They're sending me those chalky little heart candies. Ugh. That's it. They're not going to send us out to try and get any grain or anything of that nature. It looks like we are pretty much rocking with Peshmi right now. 87. We can't get much better. 12 more and we will be at the apex of our relationship with them. Let's find ourselves a ransom broker. Please be a ransom broker. No, traveler. God. Would you imagine, though, somebody just walks into the tavern and they're looking right at you and they walk over and they're like, oh my God, I wish you were a ransom broker right now. And you're just like, oh man, you're kind of hurting my self-confidence right now. That's not really a fair thing to do, to walk into somebody else's place of leisure and be like, oh, when you see him. That's kind of a mean thing to be, man. How you gonna be like that? They've called us away to the war, so let's hope there's one in here, and there is indeed. Let's make some moolah, and then we'll go help with whatever's about to happen. Cool. A little bit of extra spending money. A little bit of change for our pocketbook. And let's go find Ghuli, because he wants us to do something. He was in the field near Dugan. And Dugan, last I checked, was like way over here. But where is he going? Oh, he doesn't want us to report anymore. That was short-lived. I feel like our marshal is not doing a very good job right now at rallying the troops and keeping everything organized. I'm really feeling as though like he sends out the call every other day and then cancels it. Kind of a dick move right there. I'm kind of rearranging my life to help you out, Ghuli, and you're not being a very good friend. We got 10 Kurgite skirmishers now. We got a couple of these guys over here ready to be archers, and pretty soon they'll be marksmen. A little bit of a mixed group right there, but it's alright. Having a mixed group of archers never killed anybody, except the enemy. Let's head back off this way, and we'll see if we can help anybody out with the battle. We gotta pass some time right now. We got about 6 minutes left in this episode. I don't really have anything on the docket that I wanted to accomplish, so let's just go find random trouble for now. There's nobody there at Jamish. I do wish we could take it, but there's so many sharpshooters in Jamish that it runs me off. It makes me terrified. If I had 78 sharpshooters to kill him with, I'd feel better about it, but That is not the case. There is Count Azadun. We try and run him down, but he looks a lot faster than us. He's been on the track team or something. He's been working out. He's been running his laps lately, and we just can't get at him. Oh, we're actually outrunning him. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, no. Well, we have a problem that just came up. Yeah. So the enemy just joined each other's sides. That's where he was running away to. We could pull people back and escape that way, but whatever. We'll fight this one out and we'll see how it goes. I don't think we're going to win. I think we have no chance in hell of winning. He's probably got like 7,000 sharpshooters, but... Guys, I'm sorry about what's going to happen to you in a moment. It's going to be bad. I have no pillows with which to comfort you. It's going to be ugly. They are going to try and take the higher ground. We could see if we could ride around behind them. That may be slightly humorous. This first wave right here looks like it's going to go down easily. If we can fight our way to a stalemate, you'll know that the game likes to subdivide these battles into little parts. If we can pull it off like that, if we can win the first round, we might be able to leave in peace. Fast forward, always getting me in trouble. I hate fast forward. I should stop using it altogether. It didn't let me field that many troops either, which is disappointing. I think we're out-tacticsed right now, if I can use a word that's so vicariously incorrect. Let's have at them with the cavalry. Myself included in that number, and we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna try and help Matheld out, but she's pretty mobbed at the moment. Guys with the Volges are starting to get on my nerves. Sooner or later, the elite troops are going to get here. Oof. Okay, infantry. Take that point. Let me get cavalry back here, and we'll figure out. Let's regroup for a moment. I don't want my cavalry running headlong into targets they can't handle, which they do. But anyways. Yep, that's right. I'm this old and I made a doo-doo joke. It happens. I still laugh when it happens, you know. It's not my fault. Blame the English language. Is that really all that we have left? Oh, that is ugly. In any case, we seem to have done reasonably well with the first round. Let's see what the reinforcements look like, and then... Okay, send in the cavalry. It looks like they're taking the hill right there with archers, and so we need to handle that post-haste. And what we're fighting for at this point is just the ability to quit the field. I'm not trying to actually win this thing at any sort of conceivable level. If you guys have got everybody, don't be running anybody down on the field. I don't see any point in that. Oh, they're coming around from the side. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead. Oh, I hit the wrong key. Let's send in the infantry. I'm going to try not to piss off the big blob of... Yeah, I'm going to try not to piss them off too much. Because every person you run into is somebody that could end your life in just a moment while you're not paying attention. And if we get beaten, then I can't win the round, unfortunately. I'd be willing to bet my archers are probably just about out of ammo by now. We're fighting a good fight, but I think their numbers are just so superior that we're probably not going to be able to make it in the end. Nope, nope, nope. Everybody follow me. We've probably only got a little bit of combat left, and then we should be alright. Just have to last a little bit longer. God. Alright, cavalry, get back to it. I'm gonna try and maintain a distance from this fight because my horse is very, very, very close to becoming dead. And that's a status I'd like to keep off of his little status bar. He said as he charged headlong into combat. Yeah, here come the elites. It was something I had hoped wouldn't happen. I was really, really hoping they just sort of had an army of trained footmen or something, and yeah, we're starting to waver now, so we've really got to get to the end of this. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that went about the way I thought it would. I saw that crossbow at just the wrong moment. Are they still even firing? It looks like some of them still have arrows left, but I don't think we're quite there yet. This should be the last round of combat. Oh my. Oh, we did it! Yeah! That's what I like to see. I'm excited about that victory right there. That was a very unlikely victory. How did we do? We lost 62 men. Oh man. What did he lose? He lost 182. Well, now we can quit the field though, which is all that we really want deep down. God, what a fight. Well, I'm going to leave it at the high point right there. My voice is getting a little sore. I've recorded like 13 episodes today, and so I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for another wonderful, splendiferous, magnanimous, if I do say so myself, episode of Mountain Blade Warband. I look forward to seeing you down in the comments. Take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.